go to Harvard University. It has a very vibrant theater life, along with the academics that are very, very good in all of the fields that I was interested in. They have great science courses and great English courses and social studies. And I have a very broad interest in subjects of things that I may want to study. And it provided me with the opportunities to do any of those while also pursuing the extracurricular interests that I had throughout high school. I applied to a lot of schools, and then once I found out which ones I was going to, I narrowed it down to 2. And then I went to both of them for their visiting students weekend, which were 2 days where you got to sit in on lectures by professors or hear students speak, and there were meetings with student groups, with the theater groups held one and the a cappella groups held one. And the life and the vibrancy at Harvard really struck me a lot more than the other college I had visited. And there's a talent show where all the student groups put on short numbers, whether it's a cappella or dance or martial arts, and the level that all of those people were pursuing those interests was very, very impressive, and I wanted to be a part of that. Probably my favorite teacher was Mrs. Patrick, who taught physics. She also teaches chemistry, but for me, I took both junior and senior year. I took AP Physics C through her, which is a calculus-based physics course. So junior year we focused on mechanics, physics, and then senior year is electricity and magnetism. And she really helped bring those courses into the high school and made them accessible to a lot of students, and worked with students who wanted to take those courses while taking calculus simultaneously, and made it very doable. And she worked with the calculus teacher to make it easy to be learning 2 different disciplines at the same time. She made it engaging, and it was a very fun class. Definitely working on time management earlier, which is something that is common with every single person that I've met in college. Is time management is the hardest thing to deal with, because you're in this new environment where you have a lot of free time and you pretty much get to construct your schedule, and there's not a whole lot of things constraining what you do when. And so it's very easy to find yourself with 6 hours of free time where you could be doing good work or homework and you take a nap instead. So figuring out how to spend the free time that I had in high school in a more productive way, I think would have helped me more now that I have even more unstructured time in college. It was very easy to pursue my academic life as well as extracurriculars. I was able to do swim team, and I was able to be a part of theater, both at school and in downtown Milwaukee. So coming to college, the pressure that is felt to be involved in a lot of extracurricular activities is something that I was definitely very well prepared for, and balancing between the academic and the extracurricular, the time that I devote to both of them in the free time that I do have, is definitely something that Tosa East prepared me well for. A lot, and I took quite a few of them, and they definitely helped me prepare for college. With math, I was able to take Calculus BC my junior year, and that allowed me to place in a higher math once getting to college. And I was able to take AP French, which then let me start in a high-level French course now that I'm in college. And yeah, across the board, there were all the different, my English, I was able to take AP Literature and Language, and it definitely put my writing level at a place that a lot of my peers, they didn't have that rigorous of a writing or a reading course in their high school. I was on my school's swim team all 4 years, and then freshman year I did cross country, and senior year I was a part of the track team. And all three of those teams helped a lot in my growth, and it gave me a time outside of school that was very different from what I spent the rest of the year doing with theater, and it opened me up to a different group of people and a different friend group, and just a different mentality with competition and pure physical hard work that I didn't get in my academics or in theater, and I found my time in swim and running very, very valuable. Yeah, the arts at Tosa East, I think, is one of the most important and defining things of the school. It's strong across all the disciplines. There's lots of theater and music and visual arts. And for students who aren't athletically bent or academically bent, those extracurricular activities and even classes, theater classes and music classes and art classes throughout the day provided a great outlet for all of them, and people loved being a part of that community, and it really was a big sense of community at Tosa East, and it didn't feel like you had to be a part of a sports team to feel cool or a part of the social life. There was opportunities for anything you were interested in. I have friends now at college who have done private school their entire lives, and they have just been, especially among peers, the peers that they've grown up with is much less diverse than the people that I've been able to grow up with. And now that they're in college and they're meeting brand new people, there's certain groups that they just haven't been exposed to, whether it's socioeconomic backgrounds or racial backgrounds. And going to a public school, I think, just socially prepared me a lot better for college and life beyond college too. Especially, I want to live in a big city, and I think public schools represent the general population of the United States much better than a private school would have if I had chosen to go there. I would tell them that I wouldn't give up my public school education for anything, and that I think it was formed a lot of who I am today, and it gave me the path to go to the college that I go to now and thrive there much more than I think any private school would have given me. And that, yeah, my public school education is one of the most important things in my life.